Take a risk before it's your last day of life. You think you have time, you believe you can wait, but let me tell you something. Time waits for no one, and neither do I. Have you ever heard the ticking of a clock in a quiet room? Each tick is a moment of your life passing by, irrevocable, irreplaceable. And yet here you are, letting those moments slip through your fingers like grains of sand. I didn't create you to stand still, to cower in fear, or to waste your days in the false comfort of laziness. I gave you life, breath, and purpose. And what are you doing with it? This world, the one I painstakingly crafted with every detail, wasn't made for you to sit idle. You were designed for more, much more. But here's the truth. You've been lying to yourself. You've convinced yourself that you're just waiting for the right time. Waiting for a sign, or waiting for things to get easier. But deep down, you know that's not the truth. You're not waiting. You're hesitating. You're stalling. You're letting fear and laziness chain you to a life that's far beneath what you were meant to live. And let's not even start with those voices in your ear, the ones telling you, you're fine where you are, don't rock the boat, don't take that risk. Do you know what's worse than failing? Never trying at all, never knowing what could have been because you let someone else's fear dictate your life. Those voices, those people, they're not me. They don't know the plans I have for you. They don't see the path I've laid before you. So why are you listening to them instead of listening to me? I'm not here to comfort you in your complacency. I'm here to challenge you, to push you out of your comfort zone, and to remind you of the greatness I've placed within you. You're capable of so much more than you think, but you'll never know unless you take that first step, that leap into the unknown that you've been avoiding. That's where your true life begins. That's where you'll find the fulfillment and purpose you've been searching for. I know that's hard to hear, but it's the truth. Every day you delay, every day you tell yourself, maybe tomorrow is a day you'll never get back. And one day, you'll run out of tomorrows. Don't wait until it's too late to start living the life you were meant to live. Don't let fear steal your destiny from you. I'm telling you now, not as a gentle suggestion, but as a divine command. Stop waiting. Start moving. Take the risk before it's too late. This world is full of opportunities, of paths that lead to the life you've always dreamed of. But those paths aren't for the faint of heart. They're for the bold, the brave, the ones willing to step out in faith even when the way isn't clear. And that's exactly what I'm calling you to do. So are you ready? Are you ready to stop wasting time and start taking action? Because I'm ready to walk with you every step of the way, if you'll just take that first step. Do you remember the last time you truly pushed yourself? I'm not talking about the little tasks you do just to get by. I'm talking about the last time you stretched beyond your limits, faced your fears, and did something that required everything you had. Can you even recall such a moment, or have you grown too comfortable, too complacent in the false safety of your laziness? Laziness isn't just a harmless habit, it's a disease of the spirit. It starts small, with little decisions to put things off, to wait until later. But before you know it, it's wrapped itself around you like a heavy chain, holding you back from all the possibilities I've placed in front of you. Laziness tells you it's okay to rest, that you deserve a break, that tomorrow is another day. But what it doesn't tell you is that with each passing day, you're losing the precious time I've given you to fulfill your purpose. Think about it. How many times have you chosen the easy path because it didn't require effort? How often have you settled for good enough because striving for excellence was too demanding? Laziness whispers to you that you're saving energy, that you're avoiding unnecessary stress. But what you're really doing is selling yourself short. You're depriving yourself of the growth, the satisfaction, and the accomplishments that come only from hard work and perseverance. Let me be clear, there's a difference between rest and laziness. Rest is a necessary part of life, a gift I've given you to recharge and renew your strength. But laziness is a perversion of rest. It's when you choose not to act, Not because you need to recuperate, but because you don't want to face the challenge ahead. It's when you let your body and mind stagnate, content with mediocrity instead of striving for greatness. And do you know what happens when you allow laziness to take root? It grows, it spreads, it seeps into every part of your life, making you more and more unwilling to put in the effort required to achieve your goals. It convinces you that your dreams are too hard to reach, that your goals are too far away, that you might as well not even try. And that's the tragedy. Laziness makes you give up before you've even begun. But here's the truth you need to hear. Every time you choose laziness over action, you're letting go of a piece of your potential. You're giving up the future you could have, the person you could become, for a few moments of comfort now. And what do you get in return? Regret. The regret of knowing you could have done more, been more, achieved more, if only you hadn't let laziness hold you back. I didn't create you to live a life of regrets. I didn't place you in this world just to watch you waste away your days in idle comfort. I created you to act, to move, to grow, to strive for the best that life has to offer. But you'll never experience that life if you let laziness be your guide. So, what's it going to be? Will you continue to let laziness rule your life, pulling you further and further away from the person you were meant to be? Or will you take a stand, break free from its grip, and start living the life I intended for you? You may think you have time to change, that you can start tomorrow, next week, next month. But that's exactly what laziness wants you to believe. It thrives on your delays, on your excuses, on your endless promises to start later. But the more you put it off, the deeper its roots grow, and the harder it becomes to pull them out. Laziness is a parasite that feeds on your potential. It drains your energy, your motivation, your ambition, leaving you with nothing but the hollow shell of what you could have been. And I'm telling you now, it's time to cut it off. It's time to take back control of your life and start using the gifts and talents I've given you. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. Here's what you need to understand. The path to success, to fulfillment, to purpose is not easy. It requires effort, dedication, and most importantly, action. You can't sit back and wait for things to happen. You have to make them happen. And that means pushing through the discomfort, the fatigue, the doubts that tell you to stop. It means choosing to act even when every part of you wants to rest. But here's the good news. You don't have to do it alone. I'm here with you every step of the way, giving you the strength, the courage, and the guidance you need to overcome laziness and step into the life you were meant to live. All you have to do is trust me, take that first step and keep moving forward. Let me ask you something. What would your life look like if you didn't let laziness control you? What could you achieve if you put in the effort, day after day, to pursue your goals with everything you have? Imagine the satisfaction of knowing you gave it your all, that you didn't settle for less, that you didn't let anything hold you back. That's the life I want for you. That's the life you were created to live. But you'll never know what's possible if you don't try, if you don't push yourself beyond what's comfortable, if you don't take the risk of failing in order to succeed. Laziness is the easy choice, but it's not the right one. The right choice is to act, to move, to strive for more. And I'm here to help you make that choice every single day. Remember this. The greatest achievements in life are not handed to you on a silver platter. They're earned through hard work, perseverance, and the refusal to give in to laziness. They're the result of choosing to push forward when others would give up, of taking the road less traveled, of doing what needs to be done even when it's difficult. And that's the kind of life I want you to live, a life of purpose, of fulfillment, of true success. So, what's holding you back? What excuses are you making for why you can't start today, right now? Whatever they are, they're not worth the price you're paying. They're not worth the life you're sacrificing by giving in to laziness. You were made for more than this. You were made to do great things, to make a difference, to leave a mark on this world. But you'll never do any of that if you let laziness keep you from taking action. So let me ask you again, what are you going to do? Will you continue to let laziness steal your time, your potential, your life? Or will you take a stand, break free from its grip and start living the life you were meant to live? The choice is yours, but remember, every day you wait is a day you'll never get back.